Hey everybody, it's Liz and welcome back to my greenhouse here in Northeast Arkansas. We are in Zone 7 and today I have been working in the greenhouse and I'm just going to show you what I've gotten done and kind of what my ideas and my plans are, because this was really, I figured it'd be too long of an update for a short video. Also in regard to the window that I need to fix. This is as good as it's getting right now. It's still off the track up there, but it was actually hanging open like 6 inches when I came in. It is 21 degrees outside right now, which, oh my God, yucky, actual winter. But it is 52 in here, which is nice. I also cranked the heat a little bit while I was in here working, so that helps a ton. So in regard to the things I've started in the other video, let me give you a little update on those things. So here's our carrots, no sign of germination, potatoes. So they're just chilling right now. Our live plants in here are doing okay, which is nice. Some green life over there. These plants here are kind of like, not sure if they're going to survive or not. These are the tomatoes I started, which I'm just waiting to see how they're going to do. I have not taken this top shelf off yet, but I'm going to, so that after I can put my taller plants here and kind of get them off of this here, because you can see this leans forward. I need to fix this. And also when I water, it just like water runs out. So okay, so for the salad mix over here, again, we're doing, this is called, I've got my seeds here, this is winter density mix. And this is what I sowed first. And we do have some germination. Yay, finally. I think it's probably been, I don't know, between 10 and 14 days. I just planted this, our second section here. And then what I'm most excited about are these. All right, so I got it moved up here so I can show you better. Oh, I also did kind of clean and organize this stuff, which was nice. Helping clean it up because I'm going to be in the greenhouse more now for the rest of the season. So one thing I want to mention when you're starting seeds is having really good tags. I got these on Amazon. This is like 1,000. This is the second time I've bought this. I bought my first 1,000 back in 22 and just needed to get some new ones. So good labels are a must. And then that kit actually comes with this, which I think is like a regular Sharpie. But I really highly recommend the garden marker, because if you use this same tag when you pot up and then move things outside to harden off, this marker is weatherproof, rainproof, so it won't fade or wash off. And I do have a Sharpie in here, but most often I use the garden marker. So I have, let's see. Okay, I don't need that. Got my little list of things to take back in the house. So I brought out my peony seeds. Maple's playing with a golf ball. That's my winter density that I re-sowed. Now here's everything else that I planted. And now if you have not been watching the short videos, in the short videos, I started a series of building a peony bed, and that's because peonies survive in Zone 7, but we typically get like just wet enough in the winter time that if they're in the ground, their roots will rot. So like dahlias, for peonies, for us, we would have to dig them up in the fall and store them inside, which is why I've never grown peonies. But they're so beautiful, and they're very like cottagecore, grandma's old garden, old forgotten homestead garden vibe. And I really want that in my space. So I concluded the best way to do that and make it easy for myself and have to not have to dig them up is to do a raised bed, dedicated permanent raised bed for the peonies to shine. So I mentioned this in a recent longer video I did about using ChatGPT to do garden planning, because I actually used ChatGPT to plan out that whole space, get some plant recommendations, plant lists, seed lists, things I need to order, whatever. So I'm starting this bed all from scratch, all from seed. There are plenty other places in the garden that this year I'm going to be adding a ton of live plants. I already have them saved and planned for when I'm going to be purchasing them. But the peony bed and the metal raised beds that I'm making a full medicinal herb garden is all starting from seed. And those I'm going to be starting here soon. I'm waiting for a few more to come in the mail and I'm going to start them all together. That window just keeps vibrating. I told my husband we should need to duct tape it or something because it's staying warm enough in here, but obviously since heat rises with this heater on, it's probably running constantly. And we have had a large electric bill lately. I'm sure that's at least part of the culprit. So anyway, so the vibe for the peony bed is hollyhocks, peonies, obviously the star of the show. Hollyhocks will be in the back around the tree, the ring right around the tree. So when the flowers shoot up, which won't be until 27, because when you start hollyhocks from seeds, they will not bloom the first year. So they'll be bloomers in 27. This year they'll just put some green moundy growth on them and look like those. They'll just look like those. So if I can get you to focus. There you go. Those are my black sleeping hollyhocks. And so that's all these ones I'm starting from seed now. That's all they'll do this spring and summer, and I don't mind because you've got to start somewhere, right? And so also we're going to throw in some lupine, columbine, and Persian catmint. So, but what I wanted to do with the hollyhocks, so, and obviously the peony, which they're little tiny roots. I'm starting them separately inside. I'm soaking them, and then I'm directly transplanting them outside in like a week during winter because their roots need a cold period in order to flower the next year. So, I'll be doing that later today. I'll be starting the soak inside today. But so what I was envisioning for that garden space is the hollyhocks, when they do flower next year, I got an Alcea, Alcacia, Rosea. So I got like a medium pink, I got a light pink, I got a rose columbine pink, champagne hollyhock, which is a light pink, and then the dwarf columbine is a mix of, and I got the dwarf because it needs to not outshow the peonies. And then the peonies that I got is also a mix, and I got 10 or 15 I think. And but the vibe of that bed is going to be like pink romance cottage garden. So it's not all pink, but it's varying shades of pink. And then the Persian catmint, this one I have here, actually has a picture on it. This is a medicinal herb. It's a perennial herb, and it will have these little purple flowers part of the year, not all year. And so that'll be a nice complement to the pink. So that's pretty much going to be the only colors in that bed are pinks, and this really light purple. Everything else will be green. And so that is my vibe there. The champagne actually did have a little picture on it. I got these on Etsy. So it's like an off-white. So still romance color palette themed. Really excited about that. And then none of the other ones on here have pictures that I can show you. But let's look here. I'm also doing a Black Knight Morning Glory. Oh, that one actually did have a picture. Let me find it. Oh, lovely. Look at that. So beautiful. I got almost all of these except this one. I got all of these from Etsy. And all of my hollyhocks actually came from the same woman. She has over like 200 varieties. And then her pictures of her listings, she has pictures of like her field of hollyhocks. Like, it's gorgeous. It's amazing. And then another one that we're doing for fun is Chocolate Cosmos, which I did start them here. Persian catmint. Okay, so I told you about all of those. And then the winter density mix, that's my salad mix I'm doing here. I started a few here to see if they will germinate better in little cells as opposed to just being down here in the soil. So if they do well here, I'll just transplant them into this bag down here. But now for the Chocolate Cosmos. I saw them on Etsy and I'm like, okay, first of all, I don't think a brown Cosmo exists. And y'all, you have to be really careful searching for and buying seeds online, because so many scammers are using like AI and just graphic design to like just change. Like, y'all, have y'all seen the purple and the blue hostas online? My mom has sent me a few different listings over the years, and I'm like, Mom, that's just not real. There are no such thing as royal blue roses. It's like, it's just crazy. And it just makes me mad that people are scamming people like that. But so when it comes to the brown or black flowers, you really have to, you're taking a chance. And so the black hollyhocks I have in landscape, I used to sell those seeds on Etsy. And when I did, I posted pictures of the black hollyhocks in my landscape, so people would know that that's actually where that came from. It's a real plant, I promise, not scamming anyone. Because when I ordered them online, I got them on Etsy also several years ago, and I knew I was running a risk, because chocolate garden themed plants or black flowers are popular things for spamming, because there aren't a ton of flowers that are actually black. Now my hollyhocks, when the light hits them at just the right angle, they look like a super deep purple, and I believe that's how this morning glory, the dark night or whatever morning glory is going to be, and that's fine. It still gives off that same look I'm looking for. But with my black hollyhocks, I took a chance. I wouldn't know until year 2 when they finally flowered if they were actually black, and they were. So I was super excited. So my intention with the chocolate cosmos is experimentation's sake. I want to grow them and see if they're really brown. And if they are, awesome. I have a ton more seeds. I'll save seeds from them, and I'll probably do like I did with the black hollyhocks, and I'll put them on my Etsy shop. But obviously that won't be until like this next fall or winter, because we've got to grow them and see, and then save seed from them. So that's fun. So that's what I'm working on in the greenhouse today. I just wanted to show you guys that. I'm excited to get this started. There's something about starting a seed tray in the greenhouse with the heater on, getting my hands in soil. I'm so happy. I feel content. I love gardening. I'm so just wonderful. So super stoked to, in the next day or two, be out here and starting a whole other tray for my medicinal flowers, for my medicinal herb garden. And I am starting more than I need of everything. If I have like each color of hollyhock, I've done 6, and I only need like, let's see how many colors I have. 1, 2, 3. I just have 3 colors of hollyhocks. Okay, cool. So it's a pink, a light pink, and a white. Okay, makes sense. I was obviously thinking of that when I picked them. So I will probably do 1 to 2 of each. I don't want it to be too much. And they also will self-seed every year, and there will be more and more filling that bed. And since this is a bed with a limited space and not like in landscape like my black ones, I will likely be pulling up plants every spring that I don't want them to take over my peonies and stuff. So but yeah, so if all of those germinate, and I've got 18 hollyhock plants, I'm just gonna give them to friends and family. So sweet. But I just need 1 or 2 of each, so I only need a what, 20%, 30% success rate. So I think the odds are in our favor. So Maple will not stop barking at the FedEx guy, so I'm gonna have to go. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this, and yeah, so we'll be together again starting some more seeds inside soon, and I'll probably do a short video about soaking the peony roots, so check that out there in case you've never done that before. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. If you're new to my channel, I just want to tell you really quick that I wrote 2 books about gardening that you might find helpful, and I would love it if you would check them out. I wrote the Cottage Garden Handbook and Nature's Top 25 Healing Plants. Both are currently listed on my Etsy shop as a printable digital download, and soon, maybe now, are on Amazon in print. So check them out if you feel like it.